certainly the Quran is a guidance for the people. And, this guidance is very, very clear. If anybody wants to get the guidance, they can learn from the Quran. And Quran keeps saying it is very clear book, Kitabul Mubin. The ayat are very clear. Whatever Quran teaches is very, very clear. So this is something which is common to everybody. Anybody who understands Arabic language, if they don't know Arabic, even if they read translation of the Quran, they can get the Quranic guidance very, very clear. But this is book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has made information in the book in many, many layers. So like, for example, when you see the creation, like you see an apple, you see a bird. So, when people see a bird, some people could think it is very nice, it's enjoyable, you love that. Some people think, oh, you can eat it. People see an apple, so they think they can eat. When they're hungry, they can eat it. But some people, they can think more than that. So like somebody sitting underneath of an apple tree, apple falls, and they discover there must be gravity in the earth. So they can learn from that more and more. That's how Allah has made, really. In the creation, you take something which everybody takes. Then you go a little deeper, you get more special knowledge. You go a little bit more deep, you get more special knowledge. And every more special knowledge is much more helpful to you. And you love that. It helps in so many ways. Same the Quran. One way of the Quran is just read the book, if you read any text, get the meaning, which can help you for the guidance. But at the same time, go a little bit deeper, make the connection, see why Quran says like that, what Allah says really, does he really heal? Like when Quran keeps saying that, about the punishment and this and that, read between the lines, read underneath of that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us, how he's going to help us. So this is a very important, that's called Tadabbur. Tadabbur is basically discovering the Quran underneath of the layers. So one apparent meaning, then remove that apparent, go a little bit deeper, they go a little bit deeper, you can discover more and more meaning from same Quran. And there are many people who actually have done very good, a study of this matter, how to reflect upon the Quran, how to get the meaning very deep, very, very deep. One of them is, Mawla Farahi rahimahullah ta'ala. If you read his explanation of the surah, like Surah Al-Fatiha or any surah, the one meaning that you see, but when he explains, you can see much deeper meaning, how he makes connection, how he goes from one point to other point. So when Quran commands the people to do taqwa, so one time Quran said that, Allah has made the fasting obligatory in the month of Ramadan. Why? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. You get taqwa. And also you can understand, really, Quran becomes much clearer to the mind when people fasting. Fasting helps people to understand the Quran more and more. So when you read this thing, so you get apparent meaning, but when you go deeper, more. Like, when you read in the Quran, Surah Al-Tahrim and Surah Al-Talaq. In Surah Al-Talaq, Allah mentions divorce and all those things. In Surah Al-Tahrim, He mentions something else. When you read clearly, you just think really what the relation there is. So you see that, people really have problem in the world, about the women in two ways. Sometimes they hate them too much, and sometimes they love them too much. That's the problem. Is people don't treat the women as they are, always extreme about the women. So when people hate them too much, Allah has to know they're Allah's creation. Ittaqullah. So talaq comes to remind people rights of the women upon them. So don't hate them, don't misbehave. Even if you want to leave them, leave nicely. The Quran reminds taqwa and taqwa all the time.